Well, before... And the card, dice slice. Before we run up over there, we still need to get the card. So it is here. And that's all of them. Yay! One town, just not my one town. Ready for a story, everyone? Now that we have all the pages. Do you guys want to start from page 1, or should we just do the last 4 or 5 pages that we haven't read yet? Let me see. This was the last one we had. Lore? A lore. So all the lore or half the lore? Oh, this was actually the last one. This was the last page. So these 4 are the ones we're missing. I need next. You know what? Let's do all the lore. Sorry that you're hearing some of this for the 3rd time, but... Oh no, your internet tips out? Labrak, Lightwing, are you guys having issues? I hope it's nothing I'm doing. Let's read the story. The full story. It's on your end, okay.
A long time ago in Random, dice were everywhere and used to decide everything. Wondering what to wear, what to create, who to become. Any question, as long as it could be answered with a number, could be found by the spark of magic contained within the dice. And the king and queen of Random were, well, decent to good. Life was wild. Life was free. Life was random. When they were ready, or when they were brave enough, the most courageous in Random would embark on a great adventure, making their way to the Valley of the Dice. There, in that sacred place, they would choose the dice that they would carry with them for the rest of their lives. Although some would whisper that the choice wasn't fully theirs to make. Life was insane and beautiful, a glorious mess. Those who wielded dice would challenge each other in grand board game tournaments to win favor from the king or queen, or even just each other. The rules were wild and capricious, the games even more so. And everyone in Random loved them, and the dice wielders themselves, with all their heart. But no game lasts forever, and there came a day when some of Random's grandest champions found themselves hungering greedily for challenges more deadly than had ever been encountered before, and with rewards commensurate with their risk. And their demands were soon met by new and darker games, whose stakes were as dangerous as could be imagined.
On this page, I want to point out that we have 2 young girls here, at least it seems 2 young girls, fighting, being dice wielders. And they actually have little crowns on their heads. Let me just remind you that, I don't know if any of you were there for it, but at the very beginning of the game, I said it yesterday, at the very beginning, you have a scene where you are being taught the combat with 2 young girls with these masks, and one of them gets badly hurt and is supposedly dead. And there's absolutely no reason I'm bringing this up right now.
But defeat comes even to the gifted, and its unfamiliarity leads to wounds even deeper than those experienced by most. Powered by a mysterious darkness, the games grew too savage, with risks beyond anyone's control. And the day came when catastrophe would be postponed no longer. A new queen rose to power, and, knowing what the games had become, took action. In a voice tinged with rage, she decreed that all dice be forever destroyed. Using the power of her dark, six-sided companion, called the One True Dice, she attacked any of her citizens foolish enough to protest. And thus began the No Dice War. The Queen proved an effective general, and the war soon turned in her favor. Any remaining dice wielders who would not give up their companions were forced into exile, or worse. The Valley of the Dice hid itself from the Queen in fog, with its inhabitants and their power all but forgotten. Only the Queen's dark dice remained, all alone and all powerful. In her victory, the Queen fractured the world into 6 isolated fragments, one for each side of her one true dice. And there was a new rule imposed. Every child, upon reaching the age of 12, would roll her dice to see which district they'd move to. It was fair and just, the law of one dice instead of the chaos of many. But there was more to the story, a secret known only to a few. And the children who rolled up, the headmaster showed no mercy. And the black dice hung, pushed into endless slump. Cries echoed through rap. Their very dreams were stolen. No hope was found. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. And now that you know this amazing magical castle is out there in Sixtopia, I'm sure you'll want to live there one day too. Well, don't you worry, because everyone in Random gets their chance. Yes, some fine day, you too will grow up, roll the Queen's one true dice as black as night, and find out who you really are. And whether you're a oneer, or a sixer, or anything in between, there'll be joy in your heart and a song on your lips, 'cause you'll know one thing is forever true. Random rules.
Random rules. Alright, so let's go back a bit. We have these 2 girls, and like I said, we had 2 girls like that at the very beginning. Here, we have 1 girl being consoled by Nanny Fortuna at a grave, and a ghost. We have Forberg and Sixtopia. Remember, we've been told Forberg was destroyed because they rebelled against the Queen in the No Dice War. And we have, on the left side here, 3 ominous heads. And we've been warned about these by many people. Last of which, the card makers in 5 Tropolis. Now the Queen from One True Dice and her army of robots. The black goo. The citizens revolting. The No Dice War. soothsayer's tent, boarded up, people fleeing, being exiled. Here, Uma in the corner on the right side. The queen, the 3 heads, and a little segment for every little town. And here on the left side, a family being separated. On the right side, 3 children. Probably 6s. Facing the heads. I love how the nanny looks here. Like all vicious. You know, since the audio recording was broken for this, it's fitting that the page also looks broken. It looks like some ink was spilled across it. So you see hands reaching out from the darkness. 6 of children moving towards the queen, almost like brainwashed. Yeah. Bad things happening to them. But still, everyone's happy. In Random. Random rules. It's a wonderful place, and everyone wants to go to the palace. I don't know, is that the definition of gaslighting? Or is that just good old brainwashing? Alright, let's go on. By the way, it didn't say it because I at first I didn't know this, but it was so good to hear the narrator's voice again in the storybook just now. I do miss him, our good friend. Oh.
I'm supposed to find someone here. I don't know, Dicey. But I know they're here somewhere.
You can imprison my body, but not my spirit.
The Royal Dungeon.
I did what I did for the rebellion. I regret none of it.
Which rebellion?
The glorious rebellion of Town against the Queen in the No Dice War, of course. True, I was captured, but you cannot kill an idea. Forburg will be victorious. Villainy can never triumph.
Town. I've been there.
My beloved motherland, tell me, how fares Town? Do the valiant and true still call it home? Do the birds sing songs of its glory? What news have you? Tell me, what became of Town?
The original city's gone. I'm sorry. It's now called Forburg.
No, it's not possible. I can't. Forburg? And what of her people?
Yes, a new city built on the ruins. We just learned of that.
Ah, you see, the city may be gone, but the spirit is thriving, just as I may be rotting here in jail, but the rebellion lives on. Even though my city may no longer stand, its ideals always will. Huzzah! Huzzah, I say! You can imprison my body, but not my spirit.
Oh, she was almost there. Almost there.
Buddy!
Hail, kind soul, and well met. I'm a lost traveler from a distant land. I seem to have taken a wrong turn on my quest and lost my adventurer's cap. You haven't seen it, have you? No? Oh, Cedric would know just what to say right now.
Okay, I've read, I mean, some of the people here in the dungeon, let me tell you that, are...
Those days bled into months, and then into years. No one could say what would happen now, least of all me.
Oh, the Queen's narrator, are references to certain things. That apparently is supposed to be a reference to a game. I don't remember which one, and unfortunately I don't know it.
One thing was certain. the story had taken a very dark turn.
Is that yours already? Or is it someone else?
This
Yes.
isn't what happens next, you know.
Who are you? I mean, I can read it. Queen has own or narrator telling her story.
You are in the presence of the narrator of the Queen herself. Show some respect, child.
The queen imprisoned her own narrator?
The Queen desires control. More than that, she desires not to be controlled. She reached a point where she thought I was controlling her.
Isn't that what narrators do?
It would seem you're even more foolish than you look. We're narrators, child, not dictators. Ours is only to describe what happens. Stories take us places. All of us. Even narrators. And my place, it would seem, is in prison, where I can narrate only myself.
Tell me all about the queen.
I could narrate volumes to you, child. But, like I said, that is not what happens next. Suffice it to say that when she was younger, the Queen, then just a princess, she was happy. We were happy. There was such promise in her, a spark ineffable.
Did something go wrong?
Did something go wrong? Honestly, child, you can barely narrate your own questions. Yes, something went wrong. The fact we're having this conversation whilst I am in jail should tell you that. Good grief. I am done answering such asinine questions about this topic.
Thanks for your help. Sorry for pissing you off.
Oh, I haven't helped you at all, child. All I've done is narrate some backstory. Your fate is out of my hands. From what I can see, I'm relieved it's so. I don't need your failure on my conscience. As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me.
I'd like to access that door if I can. Oh, it doesn't let me.
One thing was certain. The story had taken a very dark turn.
And who are you?
The Queen, in her wisdom, was right to put me in here. I did something wrong, or whatever
This
it
was not what
and
was
so I needed
supposed
be
to
punished.
happen.
She is good, and if I tell her that enough, one day she will let me out. She's good. She is good. She's good.
Oh, Melvin.
Mommy.
All this for a little super juice.
Oh! Hey, did I see you in Two Town? Tell me how you got here.
Oh well, very eagerly. I was minding my business, and then Nanny Fortuna came, and I accidentally spilled some super juice on her. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. And then she arrested me and brought me to the Queen. And then I maybe spilled some juice on her.
You still had juice?
I was thirsty. And then I tried to clean it up and kinda maybe spilled some more juice on her black dice and down her dress. That was 2 lifetime sentences extra right there.
Well. Yeah, the Queen's narrator is absolutely done. I mean, we can only imagine for how long he's been in prison. probably around 60-ish years since the janitor said that's how long he's been here.
Right? It was just one little accident. Well, series of accidents. One tiny little series of accidents. Anyway, that's my story. Remember me, my only regret is that I ceaselessly spilled so much super juice on authoritarian state figures.
Freedom rules.
Well, let's see, there's 2 paths up there.
Even's narrator was so close, she just had to keep looking. Some part of Even knew her narrator was close. It was a feeling that went beyond words. Even and her narrator were almost reunited. She was so close. She was so dramatically close.
I see you, buddy.
Hello, Even. Do you remember me? For I remember you.
Oh, hello, Shadow Man. Nope, I don't waste memory on useless shadows.
Now, Even. We both know that's not true. You're probably wondering why I'm here and not out there, picking my teeth with the bones of the disobedient. I suppose it makes no difference to tell you. The Queen hired me all those years ago to kill that meddlesome King of Freedom and to start their war.
I figured she was involved.
What can I say? Our interests aligned. The Queen wanted to ensure his children would tear each other apart in the years and decades to come. And they did. I gave the Queen her endless war. I did brilliant work. But she played even me, you see. She promised me the people would fear the Shadow Man beyond reason. But they didn't. My role was kept secret. And instead, they grew to fear war, their own deaths. And when I finally had enough, when I finally threatened to reveal the truth to everyone, well, here I am.
I pity you, you know. You never amounted to anything, and you never will.
No, you don't get to pity me. I'm terrifying. You're terrified of me. Say it! Say you're terrified!
Pitiful.
You don't pity me? In fact, no. I pity you. You hear me? I pity you! I pity you! Nobody pities me! Nobody! Nobody!
Got a card for that. And yes, I know our narrator's up there. But let's see if there's some more cells. Okay, this is just Juicy Pete again. Okay, this is 2 ways that'll lead to the same place.
Ah, there you are, my my friend. Thank you for the rescue. Now, I can get back to my job of narrating. The narrator said, narratively.
I mean, weird. Yeah, it's you. There you are.
I missed you, buddy. I missed the narrator.
Whoa, wait. You can hear me?
Yeah, this is new. And yet it isn't.
This is unprecedented. Oh, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Took the words right out of my mouth, little one. It was hard being alone. I felt like half a person, if that makes sense.
That is so mean. I felt your absence.
Well, it would be strange if you didn't. I am your narrator, after all. Oh, but it is nice to know when one's work is appreciated. But you can hear me now. We should make the most of that while we can. One never knows how long it will be until the old authorities reassert themselves. We've got a quest to finish, my friend, and I stand ready to describe it if you stand ready to live it.
Let's end this once and for all.
Let's. Now then, where were we? Yes. A girl, her dice, and her narrator were reunited at last. Behind them, the wreckage of all that had stood in their way. Ahead of them, the queen and her minions. Even squared her shoulders and strode forward toward her destiny. Oh, I thank you.
You have to get me out of here. I'm a unicorn. A real live unicorn.
Honestly, that's one that had me laughing so bad. The Last Unicorn. Who of you knows the movie, the animated movie, The Last Unicorn?
I swear, I am a real unicorn. The queen imprisoned me because I spread literal rainbows wherever I went, and they clashed with her aesthetic. Okay, fine, I'm not a unicorn, okay? I'm just a talking horse who told her off. But that's still incredibly magical and special. You've got to help me.
Alright, Palace Courtyard. Getting closer and closer. Up or down, up or down.
This used to be a beautiful palace, a place of learning, of magic, of... Oh, yes, dicey. It was also a place of dice.
Good out. Some more cards, some more coins.
Halls that once echoed with the laughter of children were now still, empty and desolate. Oh, right. Except for Even and her amazing friend Dicey, who was... great, did you say? Who was, and I quote, great and awesome to the max.
Cards on the table. This is a bit outside my normal rounds, and not at all what I was expecting. But now you're here, and Medidex is playing a sympathy card. You've got to buy something, mate. Please?
Let's trade.
You never know who's listening, mate.
Now, let's trade and forget all about any treasonous thoughts, eh?
Only a couple more cards to buy. Out of business. All cards have been bought. You made me a very rich cupboard. You're welcome, Manny. I'll see why am I even doing it. Okay, I think it's nowhere back here. Came from the dungeon. Oh, there it is. I see the arena now. That's where it happened from. Okay. The arena and the... Excuse me? And the ghost. Oh, a 6. Wonderful. Let's get you healed, please. Oh, one of the lanes, guys. Alright, yeah, let's throw. Oh, awesome. And lanes myself and the bomb. Another 6. Wonderful. You're a crystal on your red one? No, you don't, but I think you do. Oh, one of these annoying guys. Alright, there we go. Right, yes, there's new guys spawning in. Oh, hello. Come on. Ooh, I don't really want a hammer. Let me get more arrows though. What? How did that hit me? Where? In what world? You have a crystal on you right now? Oh, yes, there. Oh, damn. Alright. Oh, yes, another lance. Awesome. Perfect. Oh, another one. Let's go. Alright.
The dark crystals had appeared in the same age as the castle's fall, but they were not the cause of this destruction, merely an effect of it. There was something much darker here.
Way to creep us out, Mr. Narrator.
Let's keep going.
The remains of the castle were quiet, almost serene, but within them still dwelled a great power.
Here goes nothing, Dicey. Look at this place. It is stunning, and it's been lived in recently. We're not alone here, Dicey.
We need the key. We're gonna take a look at these pictures in a minute.
Come on, Dicey! Whoa, she has a fleet of these things.
That's concerning. Wait, Nanny Fortuna was coming.
Quick, hide!
Now, hurry up, you scrumptious little children.
What does scrumptions mean, miss?
It means keep walking and stop asking questions. The one with ice does not like to wait. Where did I put my keys? Not again!
Alright, let's go and get Nanny's keys.
Come on, that key's gotta be here somewhere.
The key even was looking for. She just knew it had to be here somewhere.
Ugh, not your most helpful narration, bruv.
Look, the key was somewhere here.
You want to trade your cards? I know you do.
Manny, you are incredible. The crystals closed the entrance behind us, and yet you're suddenly here.
Okay, here we go. All that remained was to climb the terrifying upper tower and face our destiny.
Yeah, you're not in any danger here.
Even, do you know what happens to a narrator if the person they're narrating dies?
No.
Me neither. Oh, but I'm sure it's not good.
Who knows, maybe they just start narrating someone else. Portrait of the Queen. And then this young lady. Can you look at these? Oh, here we go. Well, a 5 is good. Oh! Ooh, a bomb would be sweet. Since everyone's really close together right now. Can you let me play Dice Wielder Spoon? So now the bow and the lines are cheaper. Oh, you snuck out of there. Hey, Bound Goblin. Oh, absolutely fine. Don't feel sorry. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling a little better? Just to get you up to speed, we've entered Sextopia. It was all a sham. The castle that you saw in the front was just cardboard cutouts. We're now in the real palace. And pretty much the old Sextopia, like in the area that's called the old Sextopia, is broken down and rotten. Okay, my sword is almost gone, so let me switch phone lanes. I wish it was the full slot. At least you slept well. Okay. I'm happy to hear that you at least slept well. That's good. Oh yes, let me get force. I don't even need dice with a spoon. Excuse me? I wanted to... Hi. Alright, that's done. My slingshot is glowing red. Oh, this is a picture you can look at. So look at them, the two sisters.
Two royal girls. Princesses. The two of them were the exact same ages. As even and odd.
Those masks. Yeah.
Here we are.
The Queen's throne. It is from here that the Queen rules the fate of random, with the roll of her dice. But where was she now? One croft, even in Odd's home.
It was home. My family is there and I miss them, but I honestly don't know where home is anymore. Oh, Dicey. My home is by your side too.
It was in this very throne room that the Queen would roll her dice to decide today's fate and personality of the poor inhabitants of Two Town.
That's crazy, isn't it? The idea that their fates should be controlled by the Queen rolling a dice somewhere. You grow up with it, so you think it's normal, but the whole thing is madness.
Freedom. It was a land and a family torn apart by an endless, futile war.
A war the Queen instigated to keep the people divided and her in power. Yeah, the triplets could have done something, but they squandered it and so much else, hating each other.
Forburg, a fallen city built on the ruins of its past self.
Another insane system. She pulls us all into her crazy solutions until we forget how things used to be, and everyone in random is just lost in her madness. She's cost so much.
Baron Goblin's starting to understand Dicey. Gonna be our dice translator from now on.
5 Tropolis, once a land of creativity and magic. Now, little more than a robot factory.
There were good people there. We've all been twisted by her, and we can't even see it. We're fish born in a tiny bowl, and we look around and say, oh, this is good. This is definitely how it should be. But we should be swimming in the ocean. Okay, yes, not all fish can live in salt water, but we should at least be swimming in a big old lake.
Sixtopia, a glittering city of cardboard, made to give the poor people of Random something to aspire to. The biggest and most cynical lie of them all.
Yes, please.
This can't go on. Yeah, I hope we can do something about it too.
I was just about to say, Sixtopia is the biggest lie of them all. It's even bigger a lie than the promise of capitalism. You know, that if you just work hard enough, you can do well. And in reality, it's just always the same few people profiting.
This was it. The point of no return. Whatever the end was, Even and Dicey were going to meet it.
Listen, Dicey, whatever happens next, I just want you to know. Look, I'm not too good with feelings and stuff, but I just want to say I've never become best friends with someone faster, and we've saved each other's lives countless times. And well, thank you, Dicey, for everything. Right, back at you, bud. Now, let's go kick that Queen's evil butt together.
Just go to college, just save up, just get a job, just do this, just do that, just do that. Just follow the system. Easy fix for a Sixtopia, just leave a candle on watch in the city. True. That's the King of Freedom. We've seen this painting before, back in Freedom, but it's the King of Freedom who was murdered and his 3 children. The triplets who've been fighting a civil war against each other for so long. Sixtopia in fog. Yeah, it's a pretty picture. Oh, we've seen that picture of a boat. And we've seen that picture of one of the Colossuses. That's the Baroness's Colossus in Freedom as well. Another misty lake scene, it seems. Decidedly smaller.